Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below, and without much further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is not about how hot it is in England, even though it's really, really hot. It is instead about the fact that you guys have got this channel to 10,000 people. I sit here and I can't even compute that in my head. I genuinely don't know what to say. I don't think I could ever thank anyone enough, and I just want to say that I'm so honoured and privileged that I get to do something I love and I get to entertain even just one of you for every video, and it honestly means the world to me to have people watching the random crap that I create and enjoying it for some reason. I don't know, but I can't speak, okay? I'm very, very grateful, and I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. On to today's actual video, because I wanted to do something slightly different and I didn't have any good ideas because my brain has gone kaput in this heat. I thought I would answer some of your questions as a means of me being like, thank you, know more about me. It's kind of vain, isn't it? But anyway, we're gonna get on with it, and I'm gonna read some questions I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter for your questions. I've said questions too much. Let's read some questions. The first question is from @OBuckyRogers. Love. And it is best Disney movie and worst Disney movie and why. So, oh, there's too many. I don't know. There is no best Disney movie, I don't think, because so many people have different opinions of it, and obviously people find their own things from it. But yeah, my favourite Disney movie, potentially, probably, is Princess and the Frog. As for worst Disney film, I'm gonna have to say the only one that I kind of didn't like is Cars 2. I didn't like that film. Next question is from my friend Bethany, and it is something you miss while staying at uni versus while at home. This is gonna be really cliche, but obviously I miss my family a lot, and also I live in a more countryside. It's not the country, let me tell you, it's not the country, but it's more country than here in London, so there's more air and more green. Well, not that anything's green right now because it's dead. Thanks, sun. I miss being able to breathe. The tube is literally hell. Next question is from another Amelia. Hello. And that is favourite film project you've made at uni. The films that you've actually witnessed that are on this channel, I am all very proud of them equally, but the thing that I think I put the most effort into, which none of you have seen because it wasn't actually my footage, we were given clips to edit, was me and Bethany took the Avengers Infinity War first trailer and mixed it with this footage that we were given of a guy on a skateboard and made the most amazing advert ever. It was art. Otherwise, the thing that I have on here that you've seen that I cannot express how much I love is the It drain scene, but dubbed over with mine and my friend CJ's voices, because it was so funny to create and it's taught me so much and taught me that I like sound, so I like that one. Chloe Jade asks, if you could work anywhere in Walt Disney World based purely on costuming, where would you work? In terms of costuming, I actually love pretty much every costume that is in Walt Disney World. The uglier, the better. I think it just makes the whole place. But one place that I would love to work is Enchanted Tales with Belle, and I would also love to work there because of their costuming, because if you're a woman, you don't have to wear a skirt. I mean, there are other places that you can wear shorts, but I want to look like a pauper, okay? I want to wear that costume, I really like it. Plus, I love Enchanted Tales with Belle, it's really cute. Otherwise, Tower of Terror. I love the bellhop attire, I really do. Esme Hill asks, which is the most underrated Disney film and the most overrated Disney film, in my opinion? Overrated would have to be Frozen, obviously, because everyone talks about it, it's still huge, and I mean, it's understandable, it's a very good film, but it's very overrated because they were like, it's sibling love, and it's like, Lilo and Stitch did that in 2002, honey, but okay. So Frozen has to be the most overrated, but I do still love it. And as for underrated film, that's gonna have to go to Emperor's New Groove, okay, because it was Hercules, but Hercules is slowly coming back into the limelight, but Emperor's New Groove, what a classic, what a decent piece of cinema. Watch Emperor's New Groove, okay? That's my humour, right there. Cusco, Kronk, that's my humour. Humour. Chloe Alice Lily asks, how would you feel about people who watch your videos approaching you in real life? Would you feel awkward if people approach you, or are you a cool cucumber about it? I'm definitely not a cool cucumber about it because I have mild anxiety when it comes to social activities. As for coming up to me and talking to me, I'm absolutely fine with it. The only time I would say maybe not is if I'm on shift working and I look like I'm legging it across the Disney store, because there's probably a reason I'm legging it across the Disney store and I can't stop and talk. But other than that, go for it. If I look like I hate life, it's purely my resting face, okay? I don't hate life. If you're looking at me and I look like this, I'm probably playing Let It Go in my head, okay? I'm probably singing along to Bibbity Bobbity Boo. Sorry. Next question comes from Noah Can 17. Noah Can. But that question was, what editing software are you using? And the editing software I currently use is Final Cut Pro. I also have Premiere for uni, but I don't use it as much, even though I should. But yeah, Final Cut and Premiere, both really good programs. I just prefer the ease of Final Cut. Brooke.c12 asks a couple of questions. What are you most excited for Florida? And that is a frickin' night blossom, okay? I've waited a year, literally getting off the plane last year. I was like, I need a night blossom right now, and I've had to wait a year. Over a year, actually. So I'm very excited for a night blossom. Other than that, it's just getting to go on all my favourite rides again and being in the Disney atmosphere, because I love Disney, if you didn't know. So that's what I'm very most excited for. And the last question from Brooke and quite a lot of other people was, how did you know you wanted to be a YouTuber? Now, this is obviously a question that every single YouTuber gets. And honestly, I'm going to be super honest with you right now. My first thought was, I want to be as big as Bethany Motor. I want to be as big as Nincompoop. I want to be as big as Shane frickin' Dawson. Love all these people, by the way. And that was my initial thought. And then I made this channel, not this one actually, I made another channel, and I started and I got bullied by my friends, and I got like, I just didn't want it, okay? So I stopped it, and I stopped making videos. And then I watched a Nincompoop video, which was basically ignoring all your friends and starting again. And there was something in me that just wanted to keep making videos. And it wasn't until I made this channel that I realized that being big is not at all an end game, okay? I mean, it's an end game, but it's not why we do it. It's more, we do it because we love it so much. And I personally could not see myself not creating videos. I love it with all my heart. It gives me a place to say how I feel. It gives me a platform to be creative. I get to film my trips to Disney and offer them to you, offering more information, and it's so exciting to me to be able to do that. I love nothing more than taking my camera out and filming. I love it a lot. So initially, yes, I was like, I want to be famous like everyone. And then I realized that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen for most people. And from that, I realized that I didn't actually want fame. I just wanted to keep making things and making at least one person happy. And that's why I'm still making videos and actually making decent content, I hope. Also, there was this thing that I edited a video when I was 8, and my dad came along and deleted the whole thing because I didn't do it correctly. So out of spite, I started editing and learned how to do it, and thus learned how to film and make YouTube videos. So both spite and perseverance are why I wanted to make YouTube videos. That was really long-winded. Yay! Jillian, really hope I'm saying that right, Jillian asked, what is your fave scene in the original Scream, which, if you didn't know, it's my favourite film, and my favourite scene is, spoilers, when the killers are with Sydney and they are talking with Sydney, and one of the killers gets hit in the head with a phone and then says, "You hit me with a phone," and then he picks up the phone and it's Sydney on the other line, and he's like, did you really call the cops? And then Sydney's like, yeah, you bet your ass I did. And then he's like, my mom's gonna be so mad at me. I really like that scene. I am really hot. I am gonna go. I will be back in a second to carry on filming. I'm gonna go and see Heather's, and then I'll be back. And she is back after a very small interlude that was a night, because I went to see Heather's, which was freaking amazing, let me tell you. I think I might have almost passed out the entire show, but it was amazing. And if you want to see my review of that, I made a video on Friday, and I'll leave a link at the top of this video and in the description, because It was beautiful. Anyway, back on to answering questions. Shelby asked, do you have any tips for someone who wants to start a YouTube channel? My first tip would be to take the idea of being famous out of your head, because it's not what happens on YouTube very easily. And thus, if you are here just because you want to get famous, you're probably not gonna get famous. Because it seems like the people with that mindset drop out way at the beginning because they're like, this is too hard, I can't do it. If you genuinely cannot live without making videos, then make the videos, okay? That's my first little tip. My second tip is that you're not going to be confident straight away. Whenever anyone seems to start YouTube, or at least when I started YouTube and when a couple of my friends did, we all had what I like to call the YouTube voice, which is a slight voice you put on that kind of is more polite, and for me it was slightly higher pitched. Basically what I'm saying is confidence does not come straight away. You have to build your confidence and build your comfortableness sitting in front of a camera and talking to it. Especially if you're walking around vlogging and you've got people looking at you, you just have to keep in mind that who you're talking to is not a camera, it is people, and the people want to see you talk. For some reason, I don't know, but you guys seem to want to see me talk. Also, in relation to vlogging and walking around, if you ever feel not confident enough to film something or put a camera to your face or, you know, film things because other people are looking at you, just think of it, if you don't get that moment on film, will you be upset? And that's what I keep in mind. So when I go to Disney, if there's a point where I'm like, I want to film my reaction to this because it's the first time I'm doing it, or I want to film it because I've just something big just happened to me and I want to document it, I get my camera out and I film it. No matter who looks at me, I do it. Daisy asks, what's the most magical thing you've ever experienced in Disney? On the last day I went to Magic Kingdom, I believe, I went to meet Rapunzel and Tiana. And if you didn't know, Tiana is my favourite princess. She's one of my favourite characters. If there was a Disney character that I felt like I was most like, it's Tiana, okay? I love her a lot. And I wanted her to coronate me, which is basically you get a crown, you give it to a princess and say, hey, can you coronate me? And she put the tiara on my head, and I have never been so happy in my life, okay? There is a picture, I'll insert it right now, and it is pure happiness. I think it is the happiest picture of me ever, like ever. For people that don't love Disney, you're probably gonna be like, she is crazy, but for me, it was the most magical thing ever, and I cannot wait to meet Tiana again. Molly asks, how do you prefer your orange juice? Well, Molly, I prefer it just straight out of a carton. Like that. I'm not sponsored by Prince's, but oh my god, imagine me being sponsored by an orange juice company. Now that's goals. But this is great orange juice, I recommend. Megan asks, what are your top 5 favourite Disney and Marvel films? So I'm going to do my top 5 Disney films, which are Hercules, Lilo and Stitch, Stitch Has a Glitch, Emperor's New Groove, Princess and the Frog, and Beauty and the Beast, but the 2017 live action one, because I don't know what it is, I just absolutely love that film and can watch it any day. And as for my top 5 Marvel films, they are Winter Soldier, these aren't in any specific order, but Winter Soldier, Civil War being my favourite though, like Civil War is my all-time favourite Marvel film, Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok, and the first Iron Man, I think. Yeah, I really like the first Iron Man. It really stands the test of time. So my first question from my Instagram inbox is, at Disney parks, what's the thing that you love buying the most? Now, other than Disney food, because your gal loves Disney food with all her heart, is she ready for a night blossom? As I said, yes, she is. But otherwise, I really love pin trading and buying pins, which also leads on to another question I was asked, which was, what is my favourite Disney pin? Now, I don't actually know what my favourite Disney pin is, half because I have so many that I genuinely can't pick one, but also I haven't got them here with me, so I can't remember if I have one that I love. But I love pin trading, I love pins, and it's just something about going to Disney and choosing a pin and then buying it, and pins. What is your favourite Disney song? Now, I have a lot of favourite Disney songs for all different reasons. I love every single song in Princess and the Frog and Hercules, like, gods. Also, I love the villains' reprises, and they don't get enough talk. Gaston's reprise and Jafar's reprise, stunning. Just stunning. A question from a friend of mine is, would you recommend the Cineworld Unlimited card? Now, I'm not sponsored by Cineworld in any way, let me say that now. I really wish I was, because it's a thing and a brand that I love a lot. I have been a Cineworld Unlimited member for the past, I think it's almost 2, maybe 3 years now. But basically, the Cineworld Unlimited card is a set price that you pay once a month, and then you get to see as many films as you want, which is literally the only reason why I was able to watch Infinity War 10 times, because there is no way in hell I would have spent £100 plus watching that film, even though I love it that much. You also get discount on like 4DX films, and if they do a National Theatre live production, I think the tickets are about half price. Instead of being like 18 quid for the theatre ticket, it's about 10-ish pound, I'm not sure, but it's a very good investment. I love it a lot. Cineworld, if you're watching this and you want to sponsor me, hit me up. I will do any challenge that you put forth. Say to me, go and watch 10 films in a week, your gal can do it. Next one is Ant-Man and the Wasp, okay? Midnight screening. Hell yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It honestly means the world to have you guys watching my stuff, and I hope you continue to watch my stuff. It's crazy and amazing, and I'm so glad I get to share my opinions and experiences with you. And if you enjoyed today's video, then please do not forget to subscribe just here, and click on my previous video just here, and my recommended video just here. But until next time, bye!